Are you frustrated because you feel like you're doing everything right for your skin and you're following every rule, but yet you're still breaking out? If so, make sure to watch today's video where I cover 3 reasons why you're still breaking out. Hi lovely, I'm Carmen, founder of Luminosity Acne Skincare. I'm also a licensed esthetician that specializes in the successful treatment of acne. So let's go ahead and get into today's video, which is 3 reasons why you're still breaking out. And these are going to be in no particular order, they're all equally important. So reason number 1 why you're still breaking out is that your favorite foundation, concealer, primer, blush, basically your favorite makeup is pore clogging. Now when choosing makeup, many acne prone women will go for claims that are on the bottle, such as oil-free, hypoallergenic, even non-comedogenic. All of these sound like a good idea when you're acne prone, but what you need to realize is that the FDA does not regulate any of these claims. So even a claim like non-comedogenic, which means that it's not going to break you out, unfortunately that particular product can still contain ingredients that are comedogenic and therefore making that product pore clogging. And the only way to know for sure if your makeup is truly non-pore clogging is by comparing the ingredients in your makeup to the ingredients on my list of pore clogging ingredients to avoid. If you've seen any of my past acne videos, then you know that I talk about this list all of the time, and that's because the ingredients on this list are so important for my clients to eliminate from their makeup products, because even if they continue using one makeup product with one pore clogging ingredient in there, it doesn't matter how good I am with, you know, my end of the deal, which is providing them acne skincare products and the guidance on how to use them and all that stuff. It doesn't matter, because all of the work that we're doing to clear up their skin is going to be for nothing, because those pore clogging ingredients in their makeup are basically continuing to break out their skin. So it's always very important that the first thing that you do when you want to clear up your acne is completely eliminate all pore clogging ingredients from your makeup, and of course skincare too. But for my clients, when they come see us, they use my Luminosity Acne Skincare products, and with that there's not going to be any pore clogging ingredients in there. But yeah, for you at home, you can also use that list to eliminate pore cloggers from makeup and skincare. And if you want your own copy of this list, it's completely free. Just click the link in the description box to access the list. Okay, so like I mentioned, I cannot get my clients cleared up if they're continuing to use pore clogging makeup, and the reason for that is because the pores themselves are naturally clogging themselves up on an absolute daily basis with an excessive buildup of dead skin cells, oil, and bacteria. So then if you have just one more factor to that, which is going to be a pore clogging ingredient, it's just going to continue to break out the skin even worse. So just always remember that even if it's a makeup that you absolutely love, it's just not going to do your skin any favors if it contains pore clogging ingredients in there, because your skin is already naturally clogging itself up on an absolute daily basis. Every single day it's clogging itself up. So you definitely don't want to help that process along by, on top of that natural clogging, adding pore clogging ingredients. So if you feel like you're doing everything right for your skin but you're still breaking out, do make sure that you double check all of your makeup just to eliminate those pore cloggers. It's honestly super important. So reason number 2 why you're still breaking out is that you might be faithful to your benzoyl peroxide, but you're not pairing it with mandelic acid. And this one is so important when you're trying to get cleared up. And guys, I love benzoyl peroxide. It's very antibacterial and I cannot clear up my clients without it. But as amazing as benzoyl peroxide is, it just does wonders for acne when you pair it with mandelic acid, and vice versa, because mandelic acid is also an amazing product for acne prone skin because it's exfoliating, it's antibacterial, it helps lighten up hyperpigmentation. It just has all of these amazing properties for acne, but mandelic acid by itself is not going to be as strong as it would be if you pair it with benzoyl peroxide. So you always want to combine both of these products together in your acne skincare routine. And both of these products together are so important that at my office, if we have a client who's allergic to benzoyl peroxide or mandelic acid, I always pass on working with them simply because I know from experience that they're not going to get a great result. And my whole purpose here with Luminosity Acne Skincare is to clear people up of acne. I'm not here just to sell products, so I could totally just be like, okay, yeah, you know, just do this benzoyl peroxide, don't worry about the mandelic acid. But I know that that's just not going to be as effective as when a client pairs both of them together. So again, for any new client that we work with, if they just can't use one or the other, then we just don't move forward on working with them, because they have to be able to use both products. That's how important they are to getting clear skin. And if you've seen any of my past benzoyl peroxide videos and you've read the comments, a lot of times I'll get questions about like, well, what about salicylic acid? Can I use benzoyl peroxide with salicylic acid? And my answer is unfortunately no. It has to be benzoyl peroxide with mandelic acid. Salicylic acid, it's just, I don't find that it's effective towards acne the way that mandelic acid is. And again, even mandelic acid on its own, it's good, but it's going to do much better with benzoyl peroxide. Okay, so now we can go into reason number 3, and that is that let's say you are using benzoyl peroxide with mandelic acid, but you're still not clearing up. And the reason for that is that you have to go low and slow. And what I mean by that is that you always want to start off on the lowest strength of products and then slowly build up the frequency and the strength of those products. You never ever want to start at the very top with acne products, because then you'll have no room to go higher from there. And the reason why you need to have that room to go higher is because acne has an ability to adapt to what you're using on your skin. I'm sure that, you know, with your past experiences with acne skincare, sometimes you might come across a system that at first it kind of feels like it's working for your skin. You know, things are starting to calm down, but maybe after a few weeks, things just hit a plateau, your progress completely stops, or your progress just reverses and you're back to square one acne. And that's because the acne adapted to that product routine that you were doing. So at my office, it's always important to start clients off on the lower strength products and then slowly build up from there. So when I'm talking about going low and slow, the slow part refers to the frequency of how often you're using your products. So for example, you never want to also jump immediately into using like your benzoyl peroxide or your mandelic acid twice a day. I know that can be very tempting, but you really want to maybe start out like every other day and then build up from there. Some of my clients do build up to where they use these products twice a day. Other people will only use maybe one at night, one in the evening. It really just depends, because everyone is going to end up at a different clearing point. But now I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself and off topic with what we're talking about here today. But yeah, so with the frequency, again, you want to go slow with that too. Never just jump into using these products twice a day immediately. So besides going low and slow to have room to increase your acne skincare routine to prevent the acne from adapting, another important factor to it is that if you have non-Caucasian skin, what can happen if you go too quick into a strong product routine is that your skin can actually hyperpigment if it gets overly dry. And this is something that a lot of people in the industry don't talk about. So dermatologists, estheticians, skincare bloggers, they just don't really bring this topic up often enough. And that is that what happens that if you have, again, a non-Caucasian skin tone, so this can really span a whole bunch of different ethnicities. If you're African American, Middle Eastern, Hispanic, Indian, just all of these different ethnicities who don't have a fair skin tone. When the skin gets overly dried out, which is what can happen if you're starting off at like the top tier strength of acne products, or if you're just jumping into them too quickly, is that your skin will severely dry out. And when this dryness happens, your skin can actually hyperpigment and darken. And this is not permanent. It does go away, but it can take some time for your skin tone to go back to normal. So this is another reason why at my office we always take the precaution of going low and slow with our clients, because a lot of them also come to us to help clear up their post-acne hyperpigmentation. So we really want to do our best to try to make sure that we don't add on hyperpigmentation to that. So again, if you have non-Caucasian skin, it's really going to be in your skin's best interest just to go low and slow. You're probably really sick of me saying that by now. but that really is such an important factor to why you might still be breaking out despite the fact that you're still using benzoyl peroxide and mandelic acid, is that you just kind of jumped right into the routine and didn't do it properly. Okay, so those are the 3 main reasons why you might still be breaking out despite all of your best efforts. I do hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this one, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram at Luminosity Acne. I also post a lot of acne content and information there. And lastly, if you're still breaking out, I would love to be the person that helps you clear up. I do have 2 clear skin options for you. The first option is that if you live close by to my North Carolina acne office, I would love to have you here in person with me. The second option is that if you don't live anywhere near me, even if you're in another country, I do have acne kits that ship worldwide, and these kits contain the exact products that my local office clients use, so you can still get beautiful, healthy, clear skin even if you live halfway across the world. Okay, that is it for this video. I will see you in my next one. Take care.